It is grand final time. Best of 5 time. Lacoste time. Woo! We've got a couple of really good teams as well. Team Spirit taking on Team Gambit as they've made their way all the way through that lower bracket.
Yeah, and Team Spirit has 1 game advantage, so already 1-0 for them. The Team Spirit just changed their logo. Look at the small one.
The little green one, yeah. That's fancy. Not too sure. Maybe we just didn't notice it before.
The logo on the banner is the same, but the small one, I've never seen it before.
It's a little bit different. Bans so far: Venge, Grimstroke, Dazzle IO, Monkey King, Kotl, PA, Sand King, Void. Tusk Beastmaster opener with a Magnus Chen for Gambit. So we finally get to see some Magnus gameplay.
Finally? What do you mean finally? I think...
I've not seen this hero before. Lacoste, he's very rarely picked or banned.
This hero is just too good not to have him. But I'm a little bit afraid for Chen.
Yeah, it didn't look too hot in the previous game. Definitely had some tempo issues with the way things were going there. Against a Beastmaster, you know, we can see the kind of dynamic they're going for. Penitence and the Steel of the Boar.
I think Team Spirit is going to get Mirana. They have no lockdown, really good against Chen creeps.
The ability to jump on the Chen and just slay him outright was something we saw in the previous match as Afaninja had a pretty spectacular game on that Mirana, but Spirit continue with a very similar draft. It's what we've been seeing with a Silencer.
It's basically the same draft. Should be Avenge. Let me just check real quick.
They had Hestajo playing the Silencer in one of the games. Usually it's FNG.
Oh, they swapped things around, but against Vega Squadron they had Beast, they had Tusk. Silencer was in a different game, also had Tusk.
They've got a bunch of fun things to play around with. Centaur, another option that they could bring to the table, but with Beastmaster Tusk already being grabbed, potentially a little unlikely.
It feels like Team Spirit is not afraid to play against Anti-Mage. They play fast. They like the pressure. Which other melee carries left in the pool
PL
can benefit from Magnus? Monkey King is gone. Faceless Void is gone. There's no PA. I mean, there's always Jug, but I don't think it's a good Jug game. They have 2 things that go through his spin.
Yeah, so it's like PL, TB is there, but that's a bit of a question mark on the old Empower. I don't see much Ember or anything like that. So I think it's like PL and I don't know. What do you think about Troll? Where is Troll nowadays?
I don't know what to think about the Troll as a hero. It's kind of a gimmicky. You can't die. What?
But you have to focus on one hero and one hero only. And Team Spirit have the first pick to come out of this.
I think you can change. I didn't see too much of a Troll. I think you can change the targets if someone else comes in the AoE. I might be wrong.
Like the closest one near you.
Yeah, you just attack the closest one. Yeah. So if someone gets out, you attack a different target. Do they want to get the Venge here? Do they want to get Mirana? Yeah, they're discussing which hero should be banned out in the last phase. What do they want to prioritize now?
Also thinking about what heroes are going to get banned out as that final one.
Right.
I mean, I didn't think they would take it. I thought Gambit would take it, but there it is. Troll Warlord appears as if by magic.
Well, it was probably a steal pick. Oh man, I want to see Troll Warlord. Give me Troll with Diffusal Blade. That's just an insane combo. You can keep her in place with the new net instead of a bash, and Diffusal Blade burn all her mana. They have pretty big cooldowns on side of Gambit. They need. I'm not sure if that's gonna be
10 seconds remaining.
Magnus as a 3. They could swap things around a little bit. Have Rubik being played as a 4. I think they're still saving their safe lane hero.
Yeah, until the very end. And with a Medusa, it often feels like you need, you know, a kind of playmaking damage dealer in that early game. It's a difficult hero to kind of pinpoint here for Gambit. I'm wondering if they maybe just forget about the empower play. But why would you pick Magnus if you don't want to empower one of your, or your only melee core that's going to be coming out of this draft?
And you can still play Medusa as a safe lane.
Yeah.
Have Rubik on mid if needed. They could get the Dragonite on mid.
There's the OD ban.
OD is out.
That's what Team Spirit are worried about with this 4th pick, is OD potentially getting banned, the troll potentially getting picked. So they do a bit of mind games, a bit of mental gymnastics, and they get the troll knowing that OD will be banned. But Gambit have to pick first. Team Spirit with that final pick. And they could potentially even put the troll mid against the Medusa if they really want to.
You can pick Pagana as well. Pagana looks like
a position 1 tide. Drow Ranger for Team Spirit. Things suddenly get very interesting. And yeah, Alpha Ninja tied. We saw this last night. Moo was playing position 1 tide, and it's been a reasonably big thing in NA and South America from what I gather. With Tide tanking up with braces and all that good stuff. Get your damage talent.
When I was testing out the new patch once it came out, I started from the bottom. I read the whole text about general changes. Then I went to the bottom and started with the Zeus on top. Tide Hunter, man, if you build damage items on Tide, just a casual Crystallis with the Anchor Smash, you can AoE crit. You can basically build any damage item. You can get a basher. You use Anchor Smash. It bashes, but only one target because it has a cooldown. If you build a Scotty, you AoE slow everyone. If you have Maelstrom, it can proc multiple times.
And we've seen casual Blightstones as well, because you can get the minus armor spread out on that Anchor Smash. It's super nice.
Plus a Gush, you lower the armor, Anchor Smash, physical damage. I'm wondering what he's going to buy. This feels like a really, really good Heaven's Halberd against 2 heroes who rely on physical damage.
Especially onto the Drow, right? That ranged disarm. Pretty nifty if Gambit go that way. Into game we go. Game 1 of this best of 5. Game 2 technically, as Team Spirit have a 1-0 advantage coming into this game through the lower bracket, through the upper bracket. My apologies. Team Spirit coming through the upper bracket. Get a 1-game advantage, as you can see up at the top, the little yellow marker indicating just that. Team Spirit up against Gambit.
I guess that means have fun.
Halv FN.
I almost feel bad.
Yeah, where is FN?
I was wondering the same thing as soon as he said that. Where is... Is he still playing? Who's he with now? He's not on No Pangolier or something, is he?
I didn't see FN for quite some time.
Virtus Pro stand-in. That's what it is. Anyway, maybe we'll see FN in the coming future. Spirit, 4 heroes down bottom. Alpha Ninja scouted by the Hawk. They have got themselves Biver holding a skill point. He'll go for the tag team now, and FNG, he is the support Beastmaster, that position 5, with Hester Joe playing the position 3 Silencer, as we saw yesterday. This little switch up that they like to do. 9 on the Drow is going to be heading mid, and Skitter Troll up at top, with King R, Vanskor, and Afterlife, the Rubik, Chen, and Magnus pushing that Troll away.
Trivia for FN on Wikipedia. He's known for his arrogant and disrespectful behavior to some players and broadcasters. What?
Okay. That's his trivia.
Yeah, he insulted the Starlighter TV broadcaster, rudely telling him to stop chatting with players while the match was paused.
Oh. Okay. That's a weird bit of trivia. Poor FN. Should talk about his tattoo and all that good stuff instead. Vanskor, triple Fairy Fire on the Chen, TPing away from FNG for now. So we've got a Magnus Rubik top lane, Troll and Beastmaster, the duo that's facing off against them. 9 the Drow against the Medusa of Dahak in the mid lane. Yet to get a single CS across the map, with Alpha Ninja sitting about half HP. Already burning through some of his regen, and this is why the tag team from Biver and the right clicks from Hester Joe's Silencer already doing a good amount of damage in towards Gambit.
Look at how tanky Tide is with 2 Gauntlets, 830. HP, and he has 56 damage. That's really good. What do we have on bottom lane? Silencer, also some extra attack speed from Precision Aura.
Vanscour just trying to do his best, keeping this Tide alive. And Tide with Kraken Shell level 1, even tankier than expected as well. 9 shoved his wave onto the tower mid. Trying to get a bit of chip damage onto that tier 1. Denying under it as well. 65 damage against the 62 of Dusa. Very, very close battle there over the CS. 5 and 1 against 3 and 2. Dusa ever so slightly coming out ahead after the first couple of waves.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about it. FNG on Beastmaster again. We saw it yesterday. Urn of Shadows, no Boots of Speed. He actually managed to find some farm, and then a Centaur. He likes to play these tanky strength cores as position 5. I mean, you're basically just harassing with the boar, building the aura for your team, and you have an ability that goes through the BKB.
Yeah, like all you need is level 3 really on the Beastmaster, right? Get level 2 in Call of the Wild, get the double boars going. Things become awkward. He's got the Hawk to scout. King R coming in as well, and FNG gonna give him a couple of clicks as the axes come out to play.
Oh, is Vanscour gonna get the chicken? Like, you don't expect him to be invis, and this Vord doesn't provide the rune vision. He's gonna get it. This is huge. If he can put pressure on 9, that was a flask on a courier. So Drow Ranger sitting on 200 HP, but they managed to kill the Rubik on top. Troll with increased attack speed from Drow. Level 2 aura.
Yeah, they've got so much attack speed, don't they? I'm just going to get a little bit crazy. FNG is now the courier of the team. So a little bit sad, you know, the salve you mentioned on 9, but there was also a sentry on the courier to deward this observer, I think.
9 is so low.
He's got FNG coming.
Yeah, FNG is bringing some flask. He used his own flask and gave him his own, so...
The double salve.
Sometimes you just need to sacrifice. If he didn't do that, they would definitely lose this lane. But it's much easier to last hit with the Drow right now, because it gives attack speed. And before she got level 6, it was so hard to actually get some last hits bottom lane.
Snowball does come out, and there will be your first +2 for the Silencer. A bit of lag as Ninja unable to follow through on the Tusk. Biver's going to come back and likely just deny himself to tower. And behind that bottom lane, Vanscour's going to come in, yet again looking to snag some experience. Biver into the trees, hide away. He just wants to die here.
He's just going to wait.
There's a TP scroll, but...
Nah, it's not worth it. He wants to die.
Oh, so smart. Magnus pings it and he's like, yo. He was still there. He didn't TP. So they know the Tusk can come out of Fountain into any of these lanes. Silencer left alone bottom. Probably needs the help of the Tusk. And yeah, they will TP down there to give some assistance to Hester Joe for now. And Drow Ranger gets herself a double damage rune. Dahak is ahead in CS by about 3 waves overall.
Oh, that snake bounce.
Alpha Ninja. It's a lot of damage coming his way. Does get the Kraken Shell to pop everything off. And Vanscour giving Biver the hits. Not able to capitalize on that aggression from Team Spirit. Vanscour just continuing this fight. He's got 3 Fairy Fires still. All that extra damage is starting to pay off.
This is the problem with Silencer. He harasses a lot, but once he's out of mana, this hero feels completely useless.
Does have his double nulls by now. And the boots. So Hester Joe maybe a little more stable in the lane now. Biver's going to continue scouting, looking for Vanscour wherever the little Chen is hiding. As top lane, Skitzer getting gone on. Telekinesis back into the waiting arms of Magnus, but he's already used his skewer, has a shockwave in a sec, but I don't know if Troll, with that drag back, maybe one more hit. Is it enough? I think Skitzer might just be surviving here, and he will.
Shockwave ready, couple of seconds. Can he juke?
Skitter's juking down south. And then back up north, down south even further. Snowball's coming in. Biver has rotated. Skewer away will get the Magnus to safety. They don't get the kill on Skitter though, and they've got a nice two-man shrine.
That was a nice juke with the Quelling Blade. Also, there's a region rune on top. Drow Ranger is level 6, so some extra stuff for her.
Regeneration.
All of the extra.
Yeah, the like she can easily farm ancients right now. Look at this. It's a tomahawk.
It's a tomahawk.
The big arrow.
Drow Ranger going around scalping people. Oh, Magnus netted up by the troll. Biver stuck around top lane. And down bottom, Hestajo has the wave pushing into his tower, so he's perfectly fine. The way things are going down here. Closing in on level 6 as he cracks 5. And with a full double creep wave coming in. Hestajo sitting pretty. 28 and 13 on the CS. Level-wise, up in the top 3 or 4 heroes on that board. Gambit, though, still this matter of time. They are this real ticking time bomb with the Medusa, the empowered Tidehunter, and all the teamfight abilities they've got. Ravage, RP, Stone Gaze. So many ways to deal with Team Spirit, not to mention Rubik stealing things like Global Silence.
Oh, Hestajo bottom.
He's in trouble. That Penitence, but the Fairy Fire turnaround. Alpha Ninja cannot get the kill. Biver still chasing with the tag team and the shards. Van scored down. And Team Spirit, yet another. Nice little maneuver there. Slips them out of danger, keeps one of their teammates alive, and they also get a kill in exchange.
He could have let Silencer get the last hit with Arcane Curse, and then he would stole the intelligence.
But he doesn't. He's a greedy boy. Biver needs money as well for his Bracer and his Necro.
I mean, if it's working, don't change it.
Exactly right. Oh, is this the build? Double Wraith banned into Vlad?
He's gonna get Vlad's.
He's gonna get Vlad's, right? Yeah. I want to see Maelstroms on this Dire team, though. With the amount of attack speed they've got, I want to see like 3 Maelstroms. Just give me the lightning procs. Everyone's just spamming lightning everywhere. And King R with a bit of a deep warding mission. Gets scouted by FNG on his way through. Tries the TP, very optimistic. As 9 makes his presence known in that jungle.
Yeah, the problem is their heroes don't benefit from the Drow Ranger aura. Troll in the range form, yes, but you also have a core silencer. It's basically not that effective.
Tidehunter. Oh, he's not going to get 6 off that creep. He's very, very close. Full mana as well here for Alpha Ninja. Looking towards Hestajo. Hestajo sliding himself up and down the lane near that creep wave. They're trying to toy with Vanscore, and yeah, Vanscore's going to come in thinking they've got a potential kill. And they move. The lift is up. They've brought King R in, and there's the Ravage. So they will get a 3v2 with a Ravage to take them both down, it appears. They've got the damage, they've got the chase, and they've got the slow from the gush. Biver with a turnaround snowball is wasting the time at this radiant side, but somehow he's got himself a little further away. They thought he was going deeper onto the heroes, but instead he goes on the creep wave. He can't get out of this. Surely not. Alpha Ninja shuts it down, but that's an additional 15 seconds they wasted.
At least Chen is having a way better time than in the previous game. He's level 5, has Boots of Speed now. Runes are spawning in 5 seconds.
Looks like the double Dire top and the double Radiant bottom with a double damage rune as well. Alpha Ninja wants that one to grab up himself. Things slow down in this game quite a bit now. Skitter is back in the jungle. Vlad's completed, it looks like, coming out on the courier. And ready for FNG. They've got a smoke, and yeah, level 6 for FNG. He's got himself the Primal Roar. Theoretically, they could go for a kill and maybe into Roshan if they want to. Drow Ranger just keeps on holding top lane.
I hope Drow doesn't get a Blink Dagger first item.
What do you want her to go for?
get any kind of a stat item. They're gonna go into Roche Pit.
Not even going for the pickoff first. Straight into Roche Pit. Level 2 Inner Beast, level 4
The attack
on the Precision Aura, and yeah, that attack speed, with the help of the tag team as well, absolutely shreds Roshan. 11 minutes, and that's Aegis claimed. Completely unexpected. The Radiant was scanning up here, looking for the troll farming just outside of his tier 1 range, but Team Spirit, easy Roche.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dahak has the Yasha. They're roaring up towards top. They're looking for it. Alpha Ninja, no Ravage, 15 seconds. And there's the Global from Hester Joe. Moving in, they find Van Score, and the Rubik immediately taken down after the blink from 9. Jumps on to Magnus. Climbing the mountain over the ramps and far away. The Magnus tries to get himself away, but he's holding on to Skewer and RP for this swing around and potential momentum changer. And there it is. The 2 men hit. The Drow, the Beastmaster caught on inside. Biva tries with a snowball. Not throwing it in. Drow Ranger's going to get chased down, and Dahak with a triple kill. Skitter and Biva try to get the King R. The buy-backing Rubik is going to survive. Skitter, are you okay? The Aegis reclaimed.
Put that Stout Shield. that was a fight without a Ravage. That was really low on mana. Someone gave him mana. I don't know if it was Rubik. Okay, Magnus gave him mana. Still didn't use it. I don't know what's this Blink Dagger for. I can understand you want to jump between the camps, farm, but as a first item, it's a no-go for me.
It's a bit of an oddity. I'm not gonna lie. Drow Ranger blink. Bit of gap close, but we'll see exactly what it does.
The Huck is so farmed. He has a Manta style 13 minutes in.
Oh boy. This Drow blink reminds me of the old Medusa blink. I don't know if you remember that period of time where Deuces were buying blink as like a second item.
No.
So they would go like Mom Yasha blink, and they would just jump around the camps in the old jungle, and it would actually increase their farm speed. But it was mainly against Terrorblade and PL, so you could blink Stone Gaze. I just don't know if Drow can blink Gust and do the same thing.
What if you blink onto them so you don't get the marksmanship?
That sounds like
that's a next level play.
Sick strat. I guess if you get the Gust knockback, jump in, gust them into your tower, into your fountain.
Oh yes, I love the build on Afterlife. Mech, you don't need a Blink Dagger as a first item on those initiating heroes. You build a Crimson Guard. If you're watching OG, Seb plays Magnus. He wants to tank up. He builds Crimson Guard, Vlad's, and then he gets a Blink. Especially if you have this kind of a hero where you group up as 5 and you have a Tide Hunter. If they just go on you, he's gonna Ravage and you're gonna be able to land a good RP anyway.
Yeah. Stone Gaze, RP, Ravage. This is like the Pasha build from VP. He loves going Guardian, like he rushes Guardian Greaves. You know, it's not just the Mech Arcanes. Greaves into Blink. We'll see if Afterlife does the same thing as Team Spirit trying to carve a safer area of the map down to the south. But the 5-man group up you were talking about, it is already coming. Alpha Ninja still holding that Ravage. Dahak on the front lines with a Manta Style and an Alpha Wolf to help him out. In the back, they are hunting the Tide. Kraken Shell pops, and he will get the Ravage off just in time. And he's fallen, though, with a Global Silence over the top. Gambit. They reset, regroup. They are 4. Moving forward. Skitter and Hester Joe have to retreat, but they've got the lift. Telekinesis in. Dahak trying to move forward with a Shockwave helping, but the buyback there coming through from Beastmaster means they've got a Roar. FNG, he wants in. He really wants in. There's the Roar onto Rubik. Shards trap a couple of them in. The mech will buy a bit of time as Rubik is surviving. Oh, no way. The Hand of God keeps him alive and he's off. King R surviving. Will finally fall as he turns to Fade Bolt his opponents on their way through. Skitter, though.
That's a bit awkward positioning from Skitter.
He ulted and chased the Medusa.
Radiant are scanning.
Got it.
A little unfortunate. 9 to 10, but Gambit feels like they are in a very solid position with this Medusa.
Yeah, this Medusa might might end up with 0 deaths this game. She has an Empower, Alpha Wolf, so her farming capabilities, there's a Dragon Lance on the Courier as well for her. She's gonna become so tanky, has Butterfly queued up, which I like, against the Drow Ranger and the Troll.
Skitter gets RP'd back. Drow Ranger's Gust creates a little bit of space there for the Troll. He's thinking about going back in and fighting, and 9 blinks down to the low ground, but Medusa's arrival means that this surely will all come to an end. Team Spirit don't really want to be running into this. Ravage and RP, sure enough, they're down, but there's still Stone Gaze, and Rubik has the ability to steal out some of these nice little spells like Snowball and Shards. FNG split pushing now.
Yeah.
Beastmaster's split pushing bottom.
I mean, if you have a catapult on your wave, it becomes so much better. 45 attack speed from the aura. And there's the Tidehunter item I was mentioning during the pick phase. Straight into Heaven's Halberd after Medallion.
Against that Drow Ranger, so much value out of that Halberd. Yeah, Magnus aiming for the for the Guardian Greaves. They're closing in on it. As Vanskor, he's got dreams of bigger things. Alpha Ninja Ravage, turn around but still dies. In comes the Magnus, the Deucer. Chen and Rubik trying to fight on through, and Dahak, he's going to get roared as Team Spirit retreat. The one pick off and they are done. They want no more of this. Troll Warlord lurking in the shadows just behind. He is moving into the Diffusal Blade, which is nice to see.
Oh yes, this is how you itemize. We saw some pretty bad itemization in the previous series.
There's no Ancients there. Dahak 6-0-0 though. Medusa becoming a very large problem for Team Spirit. They've got a number of deep wards down in this Radiant jungle. Feels like their options are limited, apart from just trying to farm these big items and come back into the game in the next, 6-7 minutes or so.
Look at this vision. Connect the dots. 4 wards in Radiant jungle. There's even a 5th ward.
Yeah, there's there's so many of them. A nice little area of vision.
Me and my boy FNG just drawing on minimap. Nothing to see here.
Scribbling? What's with all the scribbling? Alpha Ninja so tanky, he doesn't really care. We'll push out bottom wave.
What? FNG, what?
I'm not too sure.
And FNG
Biver's gone in. A bit of an odd one. Hester Joe's going to TP away. It forced a TP from the Tide to come in to that middle lane, I guess. So Drow Ranger gets some free time down bottom lane to shove the wave out. I think all things considered, that death from Tusk, not bad.
I mean, he is a smart player. The only thing I can think of is he wanted to see where the heroes are. So he just rolled in, he spent all of his gold, bought the Necronomicon, and just died.
Yeah. Because they saw the Tide bottom lane, and then he rolls in and Tide TPs, and he's like, oh, guys, I found all 5 of them. Drow Ranger immediately blinks onto lane and continues farming. She probably made more gold than the Tusk was worth, to be perfectly honest. Where's the money? I can't see it. It's hidden. Not much. I'll tell you now. Not much.
It says not much gold.
It literally says not much. Drow Ranger made a profit off the back of it. Profiteering from the death of her teammates, Drow Ranger. The classic capitalist. As Hester Joe has a full mech done in onto mid lane. What's Team Spirit up to right now? They seem to be very happy just farming jungle, making their way across the map. I'd be shaking in my boots looking at this Medusa at this point, but they're actually doing damage to high ground a little bit.
Yeah, that was not the best glyph. No one was attacking the tower.
Medusa's going to have Skadi by like 23, 24 minutes at this rate.
Troll has a Diffusal Blade finished, but it's going to be hard for him to actually fight because he has no BKB against the Ravage. There's also Heaven's Halberd, Mag RP. I think he has SNY queued up for now, but I think he needs a BKB to get rid of the Heaven's Halberd and not doesn't need to worry about Tide ulti, but there's also Medusa ulti, RP, it goes through the BKB, so it's kind of hard to play Troll in this kind of a game.
Yeah, it feels like he needs to get so much done during the global silence, especially before that BKB. But here we go, Gambit, they seem pretty ready to hit their primary timing. They've got the Halberd on the Tide, he's level 13. King R with a Yule Scepter done, Dahak. He's still closing in on that Skadi, holding out on this bottom lane as the Drow Ranger keeps pummeling this creep wave down here. Blink and Hurricane Pike, two items that can be used both offensively and defensively if required. Medusa just going to walk straight into them. Doesn't care. Enemy territory. Demilitarized zone. I am going to draw my own lines on this map. The rest of the team is smoking up behind her as well. Roshan respawns. This is the perfect time to take a fight as Gambit. They're strong, they have their items, they've got all of their ultimates ready. They've got Blink Dagger on Magnus, which we saw get picked up as he skips the Greaves, knowing that one big fight here could potentially close out this game to a significant degree. And they'll see the Tusk. Shards onto creep camp, but they want the Drow. Rubik in. There's the smoke, the RP Blink with the two men caught. It's going to be a nice grab. The Ravage expended as well as they desperately try to close these kills out. But the snowball.
To blink out.
Biver, blink out. Drow Ranger already away. And Biver, can you get out of this? I'm not too sure about your survival chances. So he pops the Necro Book and does fall flat on his face. But hey, Roshan's being taken by Team Spirit.
Yeah, it's still worth it. 2 ult is expanded. And the thing that this Roche is being taken down so quickly, the second one 22 minutes in, it means the third one is gonna get contested, definitely, because Tidehunter, Magnus, they want to have the refresh shard.
And so does this silencer for Team Spirit. FNG has a Roar ready to go. He's in an interesting spot. Going to rejoin the rest of his team as Troll and Drow, 2 cores plus their position 5 basically, moving towards the Deucer. Difficult hero to grab though, especially with Tide so very close nearby.
Do you really need more attack speed? Beastmaster building towards Solar Crest. I mean, he could get Heaven's Halberd, even though he's playing position 5 against Medusa. I feel like Heaven's Halberd is one of the best items in this patch because it has it's forcing other people to get a BKB, and there's only one item that goes through the evasion, and that's MKB. So most of the carries don't want to buy it.
Spirit have smoked up here. Van Score's paused. Spirit seemed pretty indecisive on what they wanted to do, though. They're doing this little back and forth, pacing up and down. Do we go in? Do we fight here? Do we try and battle under the tier 1 top? What are your feelings? Like, the last time they had Aegis, the fight didn't go very well. But Ravage is down. Is that an opportunity they can take?
Yeah, they are playing around Ravage timing, and RP is not going to be ready for the next 35 seconds. Classic Ivan.
Did FNG and Van Score play on a team together?
Probably more than one.
Yeah, you're probably right. What am I thinking?
I mean, CIS scene has been like this forever. 5 guys who can, I don't know, get together and not get angry. Once they lose, it's really hard to find, but they like to swap teams a lot. So, smoke ready. Aegis on Troll. Drow Ranger has a cheese, and she's also building correct items. It's going to be an MKB since Medusa finished her butterfly.
Medusa's such a monster. 18,000 net worth. What's the CS looking like? 312? Yeah, she's a good 100 ahead of her nearest opponent. Magnus is doing pretty well as well. And just in behind the Troll. And there we go. Van Score drops the G, the immediate unpause. FNG wants to get into battle. He's been making his plans, drawing his lines, and leading his squadron like a good general does. And coming in behind King R. Rubik Holding up the rear, Vanskor, Alpha Ninja, and Dahak. Just out in front. Smoke finally pops. Observer wards see the Biver Tusk appear out of nowhere. See him ward, and there's the D ward. Shards from the Rubik going to fly out towards Shrine. Things getting spooky up in this town now as the Walrus Punch onto Tide. Global on top as well, and Alpha Ninja. He's going to Anchor Smash and survive. He's healing up thanks to the Shrine. He doesn't have Ravage, but does he care? Maybe now with the pure damage, but the LP lands and Magnus catches 3 with a skewer back into the middle of them all. The Medusa going to work. Nice Stone Gaze and Team Spirit turn tail and run. There's the Aegis popped. One more hit.
Miss.
And there it is, finally gone. Spirit still have 5 alive. So did Gambit. Rubik with a self-Yules buys some time. Medusa getting chased down. Troll trying to focus, but he's disarmed. The Halberd, but Dahak on the high ground. Who's winning this? The Medusa is a tower. The turret from the mountain, slaying everybody. The right clicks on a Skitter. He is surviving and not dying, but he will finally meet the grave as his FNG drops the XD.
FNG always with the XD in all chat. Whenever something funny happens, Medusa, did she get up there by Hurricane Pike, or did she get gusted?
Or roared.
Or roared, I'm not sure.
I have literally no idea. All I saw was Medusa clipped up on top of that little spire. And all of a sudden, the split shot rained down from the heavens.
But this is where you want to be.
Yes. Like, it couldn't have been more perfect. Medusa's not getting mana burnt. She's not getting touched.
Yeah, this game is all on Gambit. They're taking the fights without Ravage being used. They're taking the cheese. I think they took the cheese off Drow. Yeah. And Troll also lost Aegis.
He sure did. Troll's going MKB. No BKBs for Team Spirit. Interesting decisions as they try and find aggressive avenues to deal with this Medusa.
Yeah, because M looks like a B in Cyrillic letters, so they probably misclicked.
Oh, there you go. Skitter has been learning well.
Okay.
BKB's a boring item anyway. Here we go, high ground. Here we go, Gambit. They're smoking and actually tracking back for the backstab. They find it. FNG was lurking in the shadows, potentially looking for the backline, or at the very least, he was warding up on his way through. Skitter getting some split push going bottom lane. It's going to be dealt with by the tower, pretty much. They are madly pinging Medusa here. Oh, 9. Pike and blink on CD. Speedy enough to walk away.
Do you think Vanscore's name has to do something with his real life name, Ivan? Like Ivanscore?
Yeah. Oh, are you meaning?
What?
His name is Ivan Skorolod or something?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember his last name. I've just butchered it completely. Vanskor Liquipedia.
Oh, it actually is.
Yeah, exactly.
Skorokod.
Skorokod. I was close. I was very close. So you're absolutely right, Lacoste. Mind blown.
Just had to know his name, that's it.
Yeah.
So they have Ravage up again. They have Mag with Arcane Rune. RP ready. Guardian Greaves with Arcane Rune.
Oh,
this
man.
would be a game changer as well. But I still don't think Team Spirit can fight without BKBs.
That's pretty monumental if he's able to use his spells. Tide Hunter.
Even though it's a Tide Hunter position 1, he still builds into these utility items. Heaven's Halberd, Force Staff.
Gush damage, XP gain. Let's see if he goes for that 25, level 25 damage talent. There is a double damage rune here for the Medusa, and Dahak wants it. Skadi, Butterfly, Manta, Pike, done. Dahak, I think, might just be done with this game as well. They've got an Alpha Wolf coming. What are we looking at here? I don't want to read the numbers, Lacoste.
They even gave her a bottle, so it doesn't get wasted. She's gonna pop it.
That's pretty sick.
In the mid fight, silencer.
Oh dearie me. Good Force Staff. Whose yours is that? Rubik's. Lifts him up in the air, and they bring him down to his death, tumbling down. A buyback is ready and probably has to be used here, as they are going high ground. There it is. Hester Joe returns to the land of the living as Dahak forward without hesitation. Breaching the high ground and instantly clearing creep waves. Tier 3 down to its last legs. And opening up the lane of barracks here as Team Spirit desperately looking to try and defend. In from behind, Biver and 9. It's being pinged out, and King R knows exactly what's happening. That backstab, it won't come to fruition as middle lane barracks already gone. And Gambit, they're just swinging into action top lane to really close this one out.
There's still a couple of seconds left, 9 to be exact on double damage. Look at this. Even killed the Boris.
Poor little boar. DD ends, but the barracks are still falling. Manta style to get away from danger as the snowball in the back isn't going to do too much, but the Ravage at the front does a hell of a lot. Catching 4, Medusa goes to work. Skadi slowing, trying to chase them down as the troll focusing Medusa, but Dahak is too tanky. Skitter on 1 HP. He can't die just yet, but his ulti will end now and he will fall.
That's really gimmicky ulti. You want to be low HP to use it.
Team Spirit RP'd as well. I think the Gs are coming. Shift enter, GG enter, as Team Spirit getting cleaned up by Gambit. Got a buyback. They're coming back in, and they're going straight back out. Dahak with a triple kill. This Medusa for Gambit. Dahak is too strong.
Yeah, we see a lot of these games almost being finished without even started. So we go back to the draft issues. Draw Ranger was she last picked. You have a Silencer as an offlane. You have heroes who don't benefit that much from Draw Aura. Why would you even pick it? Like that's an offlane Silencer. Yeah, it's cool. At some point you're gonna deal damage, but they got shut down on the bottom lane pretty hard. And you have a carry as well who doesn't benefit. He's a transformation hero. I would prefer them to have something like a Dragonite with the Draw Aura. He benefits way more from it.
Magnus, Dusa, Tide, those your 3 cores. It's something interesting from Gambit. The Medusa is definitely a mainstay of their drafts, and I'm wondering now if that's going to be the new anti-mage or the new PA in Magnus. We'll see if she gets prioritized a little more as we progress on through. It is now 1-1 in this best of 5 as Gambit tie things up. So Team Spirit's upper bracket advantage no longer exists. It's now a best of 3. We'll take a short break. I've got to stop doing that finger gun shit. See you guys in about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll be back with game